Can you make a reservation at a good restaurant to celebrate my wedding and childbirth? Why? Hi, I'm Ayumi Makio, a 28-year-old office worker. I currently live alone and have almost no contact with my parents. Well, I do with my mom still. I got a job right after graduating high school and moved out of the house to live at company housing because I really hated how my parents treated me. But I remember being loved by them growing up. But that's until I was 5 years old. Things have changed after. When I was 5, my little sister, Ayumi, was born. My parents' attention shifted to her, and it made me think that I was invisible. I've also been told, you're the older sister, so be patient, and you're the older sister, so be kind to her, which made me feel tired because I was being forced to play the role of the older sister. She grew up having this strange confidence that mom and dad loved her more than me. So even if she made excuses, she would get away with it, like when we had to clean the house. I'm tired, so can you clean for me? Also, household chores. I'm really busy now, so can you do it for me? And when she got bad grades on a test, I can't concentrate when you're in the same room. She only thinks about herself. Ever since she was born, I had to tolerate everything. Even my birthday cake was her favorite chocolate cake. My favorite dress was taken away, and even our room was filled with everything she liked. I mean, what more do I need to do? I'm over this. When I was a sophomore in high school, I was at the point where I needed to decide what to do with my life. Ayumi was still in 6th grade, and there was no way I wanted to stay in the house with her until I graduated from college, so I decided to find a job. Since I had pretty good grades at school, both my school and my parents were worried and asked me if it was really okay if I didn't go to college. I understand the school, but my parents? I wanted to say that you guys are the reason you raised Ayumi like this, but I didn't. I then got a job at a company with a dorm, so I left home. I still can't forget the words that my little sister said to me. Wait, hold on. Are you finally getting kicked out? Yes. Of course not. I'm leaving because of you and because I wanted to. Even though it was very rude, my parents didn't care at all. I'm grateful for my parents because they provided me with food, clothes, and allowance. However, I can't forgive them for favoring my sister over me to the point where it's obvious to everyone. When I left, I gave my number only to my mom just in case something happens, but she never contacted me. After finding a job, I studied to get a certificate to advance my career. When I got a job at a large restaurant chain company that I was aiming for, I called my mom. That was the first and last time I talked to her. Maybe somewhere in my heart, I wanted my mom to praise me. Damn, I was young. Well, I don't care about that anymore. I had thought that I would never speak to my family again. However, an unforgettable incident occurred in the summer of my 28th year, 10 years after I left home. Huh? Whose number is this? Hello? Oh my god, you picked up! Is this Miyuki? Yes, who else would it be? I hadn't talked to her in 10 years, but she hadn't changed at all. If I ask her where she got my number, I know that she would say she got it from mom's phone. I wouldn't be surprised if mom told her the password to her since she loves her. I got pissed but thought it was a waste of energy since she was someone who I don't care about. And why are you calling me after 10 years? Can you make a reservation at a good restaurant to celebrate my wedding and childbirth? Why? Oh, right. You don't know that I got married and had a baby. Guess I didn't tell you. I'm sorry for this, even though I'm 5 years younger than you. It's true that Miyuki is 5 years younger than me and just turned 23, so she should have been pregnant by 22. Things don't add up, but she said marriage and childbirth. Was it a shotgun marriage? So what? Who cares if I had a baby first? It's something to be happy about. True that. Congratulations. You should just say that from the beginning, you know. Why are you asking me to make a reservation? I heard from mom that you're working at a large restaurant chain company, so I was thinking that you might know a really good place. That's why. I was pretty surprised that mom talked about me. I felt a little nice that she still cared about me, but of course, Ayumi didn't give a shit about this and kept on saying, "It's okay, right? Don't you want to help your favorite cute sister?" Tell me how many people, budget, location, and date. My husband earns a lot of money, so up to 30,000 yen per person is okay. There will be about 20 people, and I want it to be near Tokyo Station since everyone is coming by Shinkansen. I want it to be in 2 weeks from now, Sunday at 12 p.m. Okay, I will let you know when I make the reservation. Thank you. Ugh. I wonder why I decided to do it for her. I should have said no. This will be the last time I'm helping her. I don't expect anything from my parents or her because they will never thank me anyway. I'm doing this to get rid of the feeling of wanting to help out my mom when I was a kid and to make myself feel better now. It's hard to believe that the memory of being loved by my parents will never disappear, even though it was only for 5 years. Such a pain in the ass. I then did some research and made a reservation at the restaurant I thought was the best. The owner, who is also my good friend, was very pleased. The day of the reservation. Since I was the organizer, I arrived 30 minutes early. However, Miyuki and the guests haven't arrived yet, even though it's 15 minutes before. I have a bad feeling about this. Then, I got a call from Miyuki. Miyuki, where are you? Why aren't you here? Did something happen? Oh, sorry. We decided to choose a different restaurant. What? We're at the Italian restaurant Moni. My husband is the owner chef there. Oh, you're not invited, so don't think about coming here, okay? Bye. I don't know why she picked on me all the time, but since she's loved by my parents, they didn't care what she says. Wait, hold on. Are you finally getting kicked out? Yes! And other bullshit. Maybe she came up with this idea so that she could exclude me and pick on me again. How ridiculous. Ugh, I really didn't want to cause any trouble because I am her big sister. But it's fine this time, since she was the one who started this, so I will do something. So first thing I did was apologize to the store owner, and then I contacted my company. Then, 10 minutes later, I got another call from her. Yumi, can you come here right now? Why? Didn't you say that I'm not invited, though? I'll save you a seat, so please come. Really? I need to do something with all these foods from now because of you. I also need to talk about the cancellation fee. I will pay the cancellation fee and apologize to the owner, I promise. So please help me. My husband will leave me if you don't come. Of course he will. The restaurant that I reserved is a long-history traditional Japanese restaurant called Yoshitake, which is produced by the well-known Yoshitake Tsuchimaru. This restaurant is also part of the company, MoniRobo Holdings, where I currently am working now. We mainly run family restaurants, but also handle a wide range of high-end restaurants, such as Italian and French. Yes, even that Moni, the place where she changed to at the last minute. So her cancellation without notice means that she is turning Mr. Tsuchimaru and MoniRobo Holdings into enemies. Also her husband, the owner chef of Moni. What sucks for her is that she doesn't know that I'm her husband's boss, and she canceled and reserved another restaurant in the same group at the last minute. So what's going to happen? When I consulted my boss at the head office about whether or not I should take legal action, he contacted her husband immediately after. Since the wife suddenly canceled, the husband is also responsible for this. Ayumi, please, I need you here. Can you help me? My husband told me that he can't forgive me and that he might get fired. Why didn't you tell me that you were some bigwig of the company? No matter what job I have, it doesn't give you a good reason to cancel the celebration party this time. You were planning to not show up from the beginning, huh? What? No, I will never do that. Then what was your plan? If your husband works in the restaurant industry, you should know how serious this is. Also, the person you pissed off is that Mr. Tsuchimaru. Your husband will probably have to come and apologize in person for this. No! Situation-wise, it seems that her husband was unaware of the whole thing that she had done. So he's a victim, but that doesn't matter to me right now. As someone who works in the restaurant industry, I won't forgive someone who cancels without notice. So, as a person working at MoniRobo Holdings, I will demand compensation from you. What? Wait! No! Please! Nope. Good luck. As a result, my sister had to pay compensation.
Thank you so much for your time today. I'm Yuki Izuka, your brother-in-law. I came here to apologize for Miss Tsuchiyama for this incident.
He came wearing a suit and brought a box of expensive sweets to apologize to Mr. Tsuchimaru in person. Mr. Tsuchimaru was quite angry about this incident, but he forgave him because of his sincere apology and made his wife pay for everything. Also, he was handed a memorandum stating that they would never use the restaurant again. Then, when I asked Mr. Izuka about his future with my sister...
Well, since our child is still a newborn, I'm thinking of taking over the payment for now. I had her write a memorandum asking to repay me with her earnings when our child goes to nursery.
As we were talking, I got the impression that he was honest and sincere, and then he told me something which he said not to tell others. It seems like he is already preparing to obtain custody and divorce after she pays off the debt.
I'm truly sorry for what my wife has caused this time. As a person who works at the restaurant industry, this is something that can't be forgiven. I really do love this job. This is my passion, so can you...
Don't worry, Mr. Izuka. You're not getting fired. The restaurant that you own has very good customer reviews and employee surveys. There were a lot of comments about how you have a great personality. I wouldn't fire someone talented out of anger.
Thank you so much. I will do my best and appreciate your continued cooperation.
A year later, I received a report that he was able to successfully divorce Miyuki. As planned, he got custody of the child, and in exchange for no compensation, property division, and child support, he made a deal that she could never meet her child again. I could tell that he really had no intention of forgiving her. At the same time, my little sister blew up my phone. Wondering what was wrong, I just stared blankly until it stopped ringing. Then after it stopped, I got a call from a number that I never called since I put it in my phone list. Hello, Ayumi? Hi, Mom. Sorry I told Miyuki not to call you ever again, but I know that she will be behind my back because it's her. So it might be better if you change your phone and number, just in case. Why? Aren't you going to say that I'm the bad guy? What? Of course not. We didn't know about this, actually. She told us that you reserved the restaurant, but you told her that you couldn't come because of work. I see. So my parents were also the victim of this. I couldn't help but let out a deep sigh. So I couldn't believe what Mr. Izuka told us. I was surprised. Oh my goodness, we raised her wrong. Mom, we will take responsibility for this and take care of it. Sorry to cause you all this trouble. I knew that you didn't love me, but thank you for raising me properly and letting me go to school until high school. Ayumi, I want you to raise her strictly and scold her when she's wrong from now on. She's still 23, so she should still be able to start her life over again. I will. I promise. I'm so sorry for everything, Ayumi. Since then, my relationship with my mom hasn't changed, but she has contacted me more than before, but it's mainly updates on Miyuki. According to her, Mr. Izuka doesn't allow them to see their grandchildren because he doesn't want anything to do with them. I then asked if it was okay for them to meet their grandchild, and I think he still feels guilty for that incident, but he said yes. For some reason, I ended up being the bridge between my niece and my parents. The only thing that you should resemble is her face. You're lucky you're born cute. But this child is innocent, and as long as it grows up well, that's fine. This is Yui, a baby girl. Mr. Izuka might have trouble raising her by himself, so I offered to help. But the problem was, since he is very nice, I gradually found myself becoming attracted to him. I knew that this was wrong in every way, but apparently, he felt the same way. So while we continue dating, we decided to explain the situation when Yui gets older, and if she forgives us, we will get married. But no matter how many times I explained to her that I was her aunt, she still called me Mom.
Well, you are like her real mom, though.
Oh, great. 12 years later. 12 years have passed, and when Yui became a junior high school student, we explained everything, and she said, "Oh my, I'm so glad that person is not my mom. I don't remember her at all, so I'm totally okay with you guys getting married. Actually, get married already. You two are my only parents. I love you both." So like she said, we got married. I decided to tell my mom about this and she cried with joy. Looks like Miyuki is currently working at a company run by her relatives and left home to live by herself. She is now 35 years old and is a grown adult, so I was relieved that she decided to move out. She has made friends and seems to be doing well. She is also dating someone, but Mom told her to be careful and to date them for at least 3 years before considering marriage. I am glad to hear that she changed, but since we don't know what she will do if she hears about us, I told Mom not to talk about us. Then a year later, I got pregnant.
Oh my god, for real?
Yes, the baby is due in April.
Yes, Yui, come here.
What? You're pregnant, Mom? Yay! Congratulations! I'm glad they were happy. I will be giving birth at 41, but I'm looking forward to the birth of my beloved child. Then, I suddenly had a flashback of my childhood. Really? Congratulations! Thanks. The baby is due in April. I see. Good for you. I'm happy for you. Mom? Yes? Sorry, nothing. You can come visit me after I give birth. Are you sure? Of course. It's your grandchild. Thank you, Ayumi. I'm so happy. What about Dad, though? Does he want to see me? Of course he does. He will cry with joy. Okay, I will call you again then. I wanted to ask her why she loved Miyuki more than me growing up, but I decided to not bring it up. She's a human being before a parent, and a lot has probably happened. I'm currently reading a lot of articles on the internet about the struggle I had growing up, and it says that when the second child is born, the first child becomes selfish, which makes the parents no longer find it cute, and don't know how to interact with them. But seeing my daughter pat my belly smiling and saying, I hope my little brother or sister comes out soon, I don't think I'll ever find her not cute. I was also an older sister, but being an older sister is a real loss. What? Really? I was told to be patient and to give everything to my little sister. I've always thought that I didn't want to become an older sister because I wanted to. Mom! So if I behave and say something like that towards you, tell me immediately, okay? I'll be careful too. That's fine. I'm going to be a big sister. I need to be responsible. Really? Yeah, the baby is 13 years younger, so I'm afraid I'm going to love him too much. That's true. In fact, I might ask for your help. Please do. I'm blessed to have such a good daughter, and that's probably the only thing I'm thankful for. Thanks, Miyuki. I will live my life with my family from now on.